how you can actually increase your borrowing capacity, allow you to buy more properties quicker and get to your end goal quicker. Number one would be to get rid of any personal loans, credit cards. It might seem like a no-brainer, but as an example, if you have a credit card, even if you don't use it at all, even if you've got a zero balance on it, if your credit limit as an example is $20,000, that can actually lower your borrowing capacity substantially. You might not know this, your bank might not be telling you this, but speak to a broker, they can explain more about it. If it's holding you back, then I would potentially look at getting rid of things like credit cards or personal loans, or if you have a car, a Mercedes-Benz that's $100,000 and you've got a loan against it of $90,000, that's reducing your borrowing capacity. You might have to not drive around the fancy car, drive around the standard car where it might only be like a $10,000 or $15,000 car, not a $100K car, because that difference of 75, 80 grand of repayments is ultimately lowering your borrowing capacity. From that aspect, the properties come first, then you get the cars later. The second thing I would say would be to increase your borrowing capacity. I did it time and time again when I was first starting off in my early 20s. Get a second job, start a side hustle. Working full-time, I was in like administration, accounts and that kind of stuff. I got a second job as a bartender and I'd work literally 3-4 days a week, and that increased my income by an extra like $600 a week. Doing that for a short period of time, I'm not saying you have to work literally 2 jobs for the rest of your life and all work no play, but I did it 6 months here, 12 months there, 3 months there. And while I was during that time, even though I knew they would never do it forever, the bank would go off the serviceability of the 2 jobs, not just one. After I got the second job, got the third job, working at night, would get the loan, buy the property, and then I didn't have to technically continue doing the second job because I was buying a property which was rented out anyway. So it was taking care of itself from a cash flow perspective, but that's another way. It's a side thing which you can get a second job and it literally automatically increases your borrowing capacity. Hope that helps.